Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over my forecast for your percent of chance of seeing snow this November. So this year things have definitely went a little bit more south since we do have more cold air in place this November. This definitely could mean we could have a warmer December, which is never a good thing. That is what it may be looking like, a warmer December. Usually when you do have a colder November, we could see a warmer December. I'm not saying it will happen, but once again, this November is just going to be very cold. We'll have to see how the rest of this winter does go. But this November could be record-setting cold for many people, even even as we do get into the south. Now, does that mean we'll be seeing snow everywhere? No, probably not. But I do want to show these chances of snow because these chances are going a little bit more south than usual, especially than last year. But I do want to go ahead and get into this video. Once again, this is your chance of snow. So if you're in that 40 to 60, it's not a definite you'll get it, but there's about a half chance you could get it. So I do want to explain that before we do get into this. Even if you're in the 60 to 80, that does not mean you're definitely going to get it, but that does mean you have a pretty good chance you could get something. If it's going to be a dusting to a foot, to feet, to a few inches, it's going to be anything like that. So this is just if you even see a trace of snow on the ground, this is your chance of seeing that. So if everyone does go on to enjoy today's video, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below, and let's go ahead and get into it. So you can see in this darkest pink that we do have right there, this is where we'll just be seeing we'll be really close to 100% chance of some amount of snow falling on the ground. So if you're in that darkest pink, you do have it's pretty much a definite that you will be seeing some type of snow. It could even be sleet for some people. This forecast does involve sleet too, so do remember that as we do go throughout this, especially the more south you go. But that's where you do have a really definite chance of 100%. So this is really likely we'll definitely be seeing snow there. Now, if we were to look into this regular pink, that's where we do have the 60 to 80% chance. This is where it's pretty likely. It's not a definite, but it's not very unlikely. It's 60 to 80% chance. 60 to 80% chance. So here it's going to be pretty likely. But there is also a 20 to 40% chance nothing will fall, so you do have to remember that. But here, 60 to 80% chance of any snow falling. That is a pretty likely chance we will see something on the ground for your November. And once again, that goes as south as New Mexico and Arizona, but that is never, we always do see that. So it's not, that's not like, it's not like that's really surprising because it usually is down there sometimes by October in parts of New Mexico. Now, if you're going to move into the darkest blue, that's where we do have that 40 to 60% chance of snow falling for you this November. So here is where we're kind of a coin flip, as I did say earlier in the video. Coin flip, it's, some areas may not see it. Other areas in this darkest blue might see it. Just a coin toss, we'll see about a 50-50 chance pretty much you'll see snow this November. In that lightest blue, we do have that 20 to 40% chance. Here, it's unlikely, but it's definitely not out of the picture. So here, you do actually have a chance, but there's also a 60 to 80% chance we will not be seeing anything. But there also is a 20 to 40% chance in this lightest blue we could see something on the ground. But the more south you go, the less likely it gets. And you in a lot of these areas are on the coastal areas. So 40% chance, not too likely, but definitely there's a possibility, but it's a pretty slight possibility. Now, if we move into those unmarked areas where there's just white, here is where we don't have a really great chance of seeing anything, but we do have a 10% chance or below, so it's definitely, not a zero. Some places it definitely is a zero, like Florida, southern Louisiana, a lot of parts of Texas. There's a lot of areas in these whites that we don't have a really good chance of seeing anything, but if you were to look up here, we do actually have some kind of chance of seeing some snow, across maybe these regions. These aren't set in stone, but we do have an okay chance. But in these whites, 0 to 10% chance, so not really likely at all. Very unlikely. The complete opposite of 100% chance. So here in this white, don't expect anything. We probably won't be seeing anything in these areas. And no, the more, in those deep south areas, we won't be seeing anything. But there, in some of the areas where you're a little bit more in the north or more mountainous regions, we do have a 10% chance, 10% chance or below for you to see snow this November. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all did enjoy today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below. Share it with anyone that you know could be interested in this and wants to know how much we could see this November, or your chance of seeing it. So share that with any family, friends, anything like that. But if you did enjoy, consider subscribing and leaving a like down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.